about technology.
Yeah, so as noted, I'm very excited about the AEB rule. We estimate that will save 360 lives a year and tens of thousands of injuries will be prevented. But that's just the beginning. The possibilities around. In fact, the thing I find most interesting in this whole conversation about automation is the potential safety payoff. Now, I say potential because they need to be developed in a safe way. But they certainly can be. The real hard part is the in-between. There's very little doubt in my mind that 50 years from now, it will seem quaint that we had to, each one of us had to get in our own car and drive it everywhere we're going. But getting from here to there, we're dealing with a lot of technology that is the ADAS, which is an automatic driver assistance system. Assistance, not replacement. And no matter what it is marketed as, we have to emphasize that there is not one system you can buy today that does not require the driver to be engaged in the driving task all the time. It is there to help you, not to replace you. And one of the things we're dealing with now is a lot of good technologies there to stop you from relying on the other good technologies in your car, right? The little coffee cup that comes up in your dashboard that says "Eye on the road," right? Things that disengage. By the way, NHTSA's paying very close attention to the importance of features that disengage the cruise control if it can tell that you're not paying attention. Because under the law, under our rules, that can qualify as foreseeable misuse, and manufacturer has an obligation to prevent that. So we're in this strange transition season where it sometimes feels like it's 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. But I do want to make clear, part of why we are being very rigorous on these technologies and are advancing more approaches to regulation about them to get them right, putting them under the microscope when we get data suggesting otherwise, including through our standing general order that NHTSA has out on telemetry in from these cars, is precisely because I want to see it unfold in a way that it earns the public acceptance that will get safer technologies out. I was reflecting on this today. It happened to be my turn for drop-off this morning. And as I was securing our twins, or 2.5, in their car seat, which I was educated on how to install properly with help from NHTSA and those fire stations, my daughter, as kids will do, even though they're barely old enough to form a sentence, said, you know, when I get bigger, I'm translating a little bit, but basically she said, when I get bigger, I'm going to drive the car, right? And there's a part of me that's like, yes, you know, yeah, when that happens, you're going to grow old, you'll be old enough to drive, I can sit in the back and enjoy my coffee, you can drive me, no problem. Well, the part of me is thinking, maybe, by the time you're old enough, maybe you won't have to. But all that matters in any of that, or I should say the most important thing that matters in any of that, is safety. And so the other thing I want to point to is people are saying, well, can these technologies be as good as a human driver? Human drivers have a murderous track record. So the answer is not can they be as good as humans. The answer is how much better can they be than human drivers? And the answer is a lot. If only because these sensors can see things that we don't, right? Which is part of why we're holding the AEB standards to such a high level. Don't tell me it's going to be as good a driver as I am. Tell me how much better.
Yeah, and that